Hey guys, Father Time. Here we are at Manchester going to Amsterdam. Just got cleared to push and start. Going to do a little VATSIM action here. Hopefully it goes pretty well. Got full control here. We got ground clearance. I got clearance, got permission to push from ground. We got a tower here and a departure, and we have fully staffed at Amsterdam for the moment, as confirmed via VATSPY. So let's go back inside.
707, contact Manchester Tower 118.625.
Back down onto
goodbye.
the
Here.
here.
7, contact Tower 118.625. Thank you. Bye bye.
And push back. Facing east. Let me come back in here, guys. Told us to face east. Okay, that's that way. So that's nose to left. Nose left. And I gotta get tug. Nose left. 90 degrees. Alas. Let's get out of here.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start, tail straight out.
That's not right.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back.
Good afternoon, Manchester Delivery. This is Osprey 7821. Radio check.
It's not what we wanted.
This is Manchester Ground. Manchester Delivery is on 121.7.
121.7. Manchester Delivery, Osprey 71. Thanks.
I told them on here, left, 90 degrees.
Singapore 123, contact Manchester Tower 118.625.
Tug.
Goodbye.
90. Try that again. He said tail straight out, and that's incorrect. Right? So, here we go.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start. They want the tail to our right. Copy that. Ready to push. Tail to the right. Parking brakes release, please. Brakes released.
Okay, guys, let's go back inside and do this pilot stuff here. Got my new settings here.
Brakes released. Here we go.
Should have done this before we called them. There's no fuel in the center, so leave the center tank pumps off. Beacons are on. And we'll come back on here, look at the checklist. MCP radios are checked. Takeoff, we did that. CDU pre-flight trim. Takeoff briefing. For taxi, anti-ice recall. Flight controls. That's before taxi. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Obviously a little sloppy there.
Blue 6 Alpha Tango, ready for taxi.
Bluemax 6 Alpha Tango, taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway 05 left 5 Golf, Juliet, Kilo, Bravo and Alpha.
Holding point Alpha 1, right, Golf Juliet, Kilo, Bravo and Alpha, Ryanair, Blue 6 Alpha Tango.
That's correct.
Okay.
You feel a hesitation in my voice?
Let's come back in here. Stop the push here.
Copy that. Ready to push. Tail to the right. Parking brakes release, please.
Get rid of the tug. Brakes are parked. And we're cleared to start. Let's go to the overhead. I've got my new handy dandies. Left, left. Up and up. And now we'll come up here, monitor the start. By going engine.
Good afternoon, Manchester Ground. It's Easy 1 Romeo Tango.
Get the engine started.
I'm 6 with Information Hotel. Clearance required as filed to Edinburgh, thank you.
Easy 1 Romeo Tango, hold position, contact Manchester Delivery 121.7.
Easy 1 Romeo Tango.
Gotta admit, guys, I'm a little
Manchester
rusty.
Delivery, thank you.
A little rusty here. Plus I've got new buttons on my yoke I'm trying to get used to. I've been out of the game here for a couple of weeks, and you lose practice in a hurry. So the little red tick disappeared. Got 2 normal starts. These are GEs, so I could start them both at once. All right, doors are rudder. Everything's good up here. Everything looks good. 2 normal starts. Go to the overhead. Shut off the APU. Come back down here.
Max 6 Alpha Tango, contact Manchester Tower 118.625. Goodbye.
18625.
Flaps 5.
6 Alpha Tango.
Gonna go outside. Aileron, 6 seconds, stop to stop, guys. Yeah, a little rusty. We're gonna look at the, we're at Manchester going to Amsterdam. Okay, now moving the rudder pedals. Nothing's happening. That happened last time too, and yet everything worked just fine. So if that's what happens, then we'll have to disconnect. But let me look at the overhead. No lights. Everything should be enabled. Let me just go to options. I'm going to put this VATSIM down here. Options, controls, and let me go to the, it's always something, you know, always something. Axis assignments, steering, brake, left, right, rudder, steering, rudder, axis, new, don't know why that didn't work. That's disturbing. So now let's go to the hostage stick. Steering's enabled. Rudder axis, again. New. Don't know why. That dropped out. Always something with Father Time here. So let's go back outside. Yeah, now it's working. Before I call these guys, I'm not in a big hurry. Let me come in here, and we're going to look at preferred. Turn down my game volume here a bit. Yeah, a little rusty, definitely. Parking stands coordinate, preferred taxi restrictions. So we're here. The last guy got Golf Juliet Kilo to 5 left. Golf Juliet Kilo, we're probably going to get Delta. We just pushed off over here. We're going to get Echo, Delta, Bravo, Alpha. I'm going to probably go Echo, Delta, Bravo, Alpha, holding point Alpha 1. That's what I'm guessing. All right, let's do the checklist. Let's go back inside. Yeah, man, am I feeling rusty? Definitely feeling rusty here. Back inside, checklist. Take a look down. Flaps are set, normal. Everything is good. Engine, view, taxi view. All right, so I'm guessing Echo, Delta, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, holding point Alpha 1. You ready?
Afternoon, Manchester. This is Easy 7 requesting pushback and start now, please.
Easy 7, stand 42, push and start approved.
Easy 7, push and start approved.
And Manchester ground, UPS 400 off stand 71, taxi with Gulf.
UPS 400, taxi, holding point Alpha 1, runway 05 left via Echo, Delta and Alpha.
Echo Delta Alpha to holding point Alpha 1 at 05 left for UPS 400. All right. So far, so good. Ready, guys? Can't finish if you don't start. Yeah, I started doing this, and I realized, man, I am rusty. Get out of practice in a hurry. All right, let's see if we can get out there. Clear left, clear right. I've got this new taxi for light thing here. See that? I can taxi and see the bottom lights, so that's my plan. I should be well over here. I'm not getting a lot of turn here on my rudders. I'm hoping this works out. Yeah, I'm not getting the kind of response I need out of my rudder pedals. Just getting 7 degrees. Now let's go back in here and call up Navigraph. Airport. And on here, I have a little view. Okay.
Manchester ground, hello, KLM 2149 at Papa 1.
KLM 2149, taxi holding point Papa 4 for now.
Don't know why it stopped,
KLM 2149.
but it did. Here we go.
Thank you, expect stand 208.
Spectrum stand 208, KLM 2149.
Yeah, a little disturbed
Good afternoon, Manchester ground. This is Osprey 781
about the
at stand at
steering.
54.
Let me try something here. Let me go options,
7821, stand 54,
controls.
start approved, face west.
Push
I'm
start,
going to do
face west 781.
Bravo. I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to hostage 1 yoke.
Good afternoon, Manchester ground.
And I'm going to go
Easy
axis
1
assignments,
Romeo Tango with ramp 6.
axis steering,
Ready to push and start.
new.
Easy 1 Romeo Tango, stand 6, push and start approved,
Okay,
face
let's
south.
try that. This.
Push and start approved face south. Easy
Tell you,
1 Romeo
it
Tango.
is
thank you.
always something new. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Try it again. Yeah, now we're getting full 90. So why does that all change just because this thing keeps stopping? Parking brakes are off. Always a challenge, as AJ says. Echo Delta Alpha Alpha 1. Now I got idle power now. We'll see if this thing comes to another stop. I do believe this is Delta. Slowing down, isn't it?
KLM 2149 after the passing UPS 777, taxi stand 208 via Papa Delta Echo November Charlie.
After passing 777, taxi stand 208 via Papa Delta Echo November Charlie.
I think Alpha is up near where that guy is, way over there. So what happened? We didn't have any rudders. We didn't have any steering other than the 7 degrees in the rudder pedals. Had to go back in, reactivate the rudder axis.
87 requesting taxi now, please.
And then reactivate the...
Easy 7, taxi holding point Bravo 4 for now via Juliet Foxtrot
axis steering.
Holding point Bravo 4 via Juliet Foxtrot and Bravo, easy 7.
I do believe this is Alpha, guys.
Ground with a Spanish 72 from Juliet with you on stand 205, ready for pushback and startup.
I wonder if I can get a better view here.
Spanish 2's
Alpha, yeah.
correction, Spanish 72 uniform Juliet, hold position, 1 will be passing by.
It's kind of a cool view, right?
UPS 400, contact Manchester Tower 118.625, goodbye.
118.65, goodbye. Thank you. UPS 400. That's not going to be easy. I'll get over here and take a look at it. Once I get on Alpha. Kind of a cool view. Yeah, so I got that chase plane app, and I'm trying to work it out with that. Not doing the best job with it, but it's better than I was. Put a bunch of different views in. I'll try to show it to you, and I'll do the cinematic when we get going too.
Easy 1 Romeo Tango, ready to taxi to runway.
All right, let's go back
05
inside.
Left.
Easy 1 Romeo Tango, hold position.
Hold position, easy Romeo 1 Romeo Tango.
Ho-ho! And I got this new overhead view where I can taxi and put my lights on, because we're going to be clear for takeoff right away.
Easy 411, Delta Zulu 1.
We're getting ready. I guess Alpha 1's way up there. All right, got the flap set, gears set. We're going to be LNAV, VNAV departure.
Sorry, was that you?
Hey, fam.
It's 411, welcome to Manchester.
Yeah, for whatever reason, guys, idle power is stopping the aircraft. We're not that heavy.
7 moves on the other side, just stop position, please.
Hold in position, Delta Zulu 1.
Going to go Navigraph. Yeah, all the way down to the end is Alpha 1. It's a miracle we get out of here. That's Alpha 1 up there. Kind of motoring along at 20 knots. Yeah, so I got a new Boeing yoke, TPR rudder pedals, these pendular rudder pedals, and a new Honeycomb Bravo throttle. Oh, look at that guy. His gear just collapsed. What in the world was that? That was interesting. All right, holding point Alpha 1 right up here.
He's 411, Delta Zulu 1, cross 05 left, report vacated, please.
Clear to cross 05 left, shall report.
This is looks like Alpha 1 here. Yeah, the sensitivity on the Boeing yoke was crazy. I think I've got it, it's better now. But man, was it a mess. It was like flying a wild stallion. I had everything so messed up. So I had to work. I'm going to work a lot here in the next few days. I have 6 days of flying out of 8 starting Friday. And then when I come back, I go down on vacation for a week. So I woke up this morning, thought I better do a little VATSIM here. All right, he hasn't called us, holding short of 5 left. At Alpha 1, this is it right here. Usually I don't turn all the lights on until clear for, on the runway, turn on some, clear for takeoff, turn on the rest, but looks like there might be someone on final here. I can see him over here. No idea how this view is going. Let me take a look.
411 has vacated.
Yeah, you can see.
Easy 411, hold position, please. Contact ground 12850. Bye bye.
You know,
12850, thank you, goodbye.
let me go down here while we're waiting. And set up a possible departure for 18575. Don't know if they're going to use that. It actually says approach, but they might use it for departure. Now I'm just assuming we don't contact them. I know at U.S. airports, you don't call tower to tell them you're ready in a busy airport like this. They just assume you are when you're sitting out there. You tell them if you weren't going to be ready. I'm looking out on my TCAS here. Somebody's out there.
UPS 400 on frequency.
Yes, sir. UPS 400 is ready at Alpha 1.
Yeah, UPS 400, you can take off runway 05 left, surface winds 100 degrees, 6 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 5 left, UPS 400. Clear for takeoff. I got the old ATC comm going here, so another Captain Marvel mess up. I guess I should have called them, tell them that we're ready at the end. Not used to doing that. Let's go outside, we'll take another view. Kind of cool, right?
Approaching 06 left.
06 left. How about 05 left? Hopefully this guy doesn't cut me off up
On
here.
runway 06 left.
You better be holding short, right? Could be an interesting thing.
Easy. Good afternoon, Manchester Tower. Easy.
Wow.
Romeo Tango.
Rudder's not very effective,
Good
guys.
afternoon, Roger.
That was full rudder.
Good afternoon, Manchester Tower. This is Osprey 7821 with you on Bravo, heading to Alpha, holding Alpha 3.
Osprey 7821, tower, good afternoon. You continue to taxi hold Alpha 1 in sequence.
Continue taxi, hold Alpha 1 in
You're up.
sequence.
Wow, look at that. Nice. Yeah, so I've been working on this sensitivity setting here, hand flying it. But since we're VATSIM, I'm going to go autopilot on. Power reduction at 1500 AFL.
UPS 400, contact radar now 118575. Bye-bye.
118575, goodbye, UPS 400. All right. Radar UPS 400 is out of 3,000 for 5,000.
UPS 400, my shredder, hello, climb now, flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, UPS 400, and we are on the Desi 1 Sierra, sir.
Thank you.
You confirm that's flight level 190 for UPS 400?
Correct.
All right, 190 is set. And we are in VNAV, LNAV, so let's take a look down. Make sure it's not going to level. That's an unrestricted climb, so I can get rid of that up here. Just press it a couple of times. And that gets rid of, if I press the altitude knob, it gets rid of the intermediate level offs. Climb now to flight level 190. All right, let's do the after takeoff climb check. Since the flaps are up, no, the flaps are coming up. Flaps up after takeoff climb checklist. Yeah, a little rusty. Little rusty.
Speedbird 127 second.
All right, takeoff climb check's complete.
Speedbird 127 fly heading 280 degrees.
I feel like this view right here, that's close up. And this one, you can kind of see everything. I think you guys can see that. I got to fly across cockpit to do it, like my old T-37 instructor days. Yeah, looking at some of my views. Right wing, left wing, right engine, left engine.
UPS 400, no further ATC, Mountain Unicom 122. 08. Bye bye.
122.8. Thanks for all your help. UPS 400. All right, so we're out of 10. We'll ding them. And now we're going to come down here. 122.8. 22.8. We're going to monitor. And that's that. Our takeoff climb check is complete. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to do a little cinematic mode. So I got this bad boy here. Let me try this. Never done this before. Cinematics. There we go. See what it does. Only problem is you can't really see anything cockpit wise, so you're trusting the machine. Yeah, I like it. There she blows. UPS 400. I have it set to change over every 10 seconds. When it finishes the 1 minute cycle, I'll take it off. Just doing his thing. The ultimate laziness, not even looking at the flight instruments. I think it comes back inside on the next one. Let me take a look at the VATSIM thing here. Approach center. So far we haven't gotten any messages to contact anyone. Yeah, when I took off, Amsterdam had some stuff going on. All right, there we are. We're back in. So let's get the altimeters. We should have set out of 6, right? That's not good. Yeah, I should have set out of 6,000 the altimeters. Another mess up, just because I'm playing around with the new views. Let me go to data on the here so I can get some numbers. Yeah, we'll set that as our final cruising altitude going in. I'd originally set it up for 31. Now, you know what? Let me see. Let's try to, yeah, we'll just go over at 19. We get the gas. All right, let's do this. I got to get the lights off. Yeah, not my best presentation. I'm definitely on the slow side here. All those are off. And back in here. 19's fine. So I'll set it in the box. Where'd it go? Had a little delay there. VNAV will set in at 19. And we'll just cruise over at 320. And we'll descend at 320. All right. Let's put that back. Looking at my frequencies over here. Nothing coming up yet. No messages on my nice fight. No messages on my VATSIM stuff yet to contact anyone. All right, so where are we? Let's go back inside. All right, we're LNAVing it, and we'll VNAV it now. We're at 19. It's all set up. Let's start looking at the Hamburg arrival. The Amsterdam arrival. Bring it over. We have. Whoops! I don't want to do that. So we're doing the star, and we're doing the which one are we on? Let me check it out. Departure arrival. We are on the drop the star. Yeah, I thought it was the less stuff one mic. Let me check it out. The Lambda 2 Alpha. Lambda 2 Alpha. So let's go to index. This Lambda 2 Alpha for the ILS to 6. Okay, so Lambda 2 Alpha. So we're going to go airports. It looks like it dropped my Amsterdam. Yeah, because happened is my sim crashed when I previously tried to do it. So let's do the star. Lambda 2 Alpha. Lambda. Kind of check this against the box. Since no one's talking to us, right? It is Lambda. Look at this. Lambda at PAS and Lambda at or below 23 that were there. Lambda at PAS, Seagull, and max of 250, and those numbers are correct. 250 between 10 and 7. And after Seagull, we're doing the approach, ILS to 6. And I'm going to get rid of that hold. It's there. We're not going to do that. We'll see if they're talking to us when we get there. Rid of the hold. We got 110.55.056, 110.55.056. We got a decision altitude of 189. Hey, look at that, minus 11 field elevation. 189. You're not going to see that every day, I'll tell you. Minus 11. All right, so let's do this. 189. Back in here. And we'll set up our mins. Going down here. Nothing on VATSIM for us yet. I'll look at VATSPY here in a second. And we'll take a look to see if they're still operating at Amsterdam. 189, minus 11 foot field elevation. Pretty cool. You know, when I loaded the scenery pack for Amsterdam, which is expensive, and when I landed there on one of my VATSIM things, I was coming in to touch down, and when I touched down, it crashed. So I put crash override. I couldn't even spawn anywhere on the airfield. So I do have crash override on. Hopefully it's still there. All right, so let's go to VATSIM. Now that we don't have VATSPY, right here, in Amsterdam. It looks to me like they only are going to have ground 21.8. Right now we don't have any approach controls in here. So we'll come back in. 21.8. Okay. So let's go back down on the panel. Put in 21.8. We'll have that as our backup. And Amsterdam ATIS, not going to be very helpful, but let me see here. ATIS arrival 32,980. Yeah, 132.98. As a backup on guard.
Lufthansa 6 Papa inbound Manchester from the east, descending flight level 290 from flight level 340.
All right, so the approach, it's going to be on 11-1. It is the ILS to runway 6 at Amsterdam, and it's dated 14 April 23, so it's current. We checked the frequencies, 110.5056 matches in the box. We set our DA, -11 field elevation. Min sector is 1700, so 2000 is safe. Climb on a 056 track, straight ahead then, to 2000 and form ATC immediately. All right, let's just check the box. Back in here. Legs. 2000 right there, straight ahead. All right, so that looks good. Now, most importantly, right, after landing. So let's take a look at that. Oh, my sim just crashed? Did my sim just crash? Nope, it did not. Okay. Sorry, guys. A little behind today. It's early in the morning here. Landing, taxi, Navigraph, airport briefing, already read that. Parking stands, airport. We're landing on runway 6, which is good because we park over here. This is the cargo area. So probably going to get off at about Sierra 4. So let's come back in here and we'll go we'll go flaps 30, brakes 3, put the spoiler's arm later. Still no, looking at VATSIM over here, still no centers.
Lufthansa 6 Papa, flight level 285, descending flight level 170.
Okay. Top of descent is about, oh, what are we on? We're on the 160 mile range. So top of descent's around 100 miles away. So what's that, about 15 minutes up, 13 minutes? So we get time to talk about all this stuff. No one's bothering us. All right, so we're going to land on 6. Got lots of runway. Clear probably Sierra 4, then Bravo, hold short. And I think we're going to park over here in Sierra. Let's look at the parking stands. That one didn't have it. Parking stands. Let's go back over here. Off runway 6. This is Sierra zone. For Sierra. Sierra. Yeah, over here. So we'll come in runway 6. This is the apron over here. And probably park in Sierra 66. Truth is, they're not going to care. We'll park anywhere in there. Because right now nobody's on ground. If he asks where we're going to go, I'll tell him, let me see. We'll turn the left-hand turn off. Probably down at Sierra 5, because that's a pretty big turn like that. Although if we went up all the way, right, we can go to Sierra 8. Yeah, let's go down to Sierra 8. And we'll take Sierra all the way in. And if you ask where we're going to park, let's do a Sierra parking spot. Yeah, how about just like Sierra 84? Sierra 84. All right, so that's our plan. We're going to fly that ILS. We're going to do the arrival. We won't be talking to anyone. I'll get that set up in a second. We're going to land at on runway 6. We're going to clear all the way down at Sierra 8, which is way down there. That prevents these real tight 120-degree turns. right? So I'll get up, it's down at Sierra 8, then a right on Sierra, and we'll go to Sierra 84 right in here. This is all cargo area. Yes, unless ground has a different plan, because we are a cargo airplane. Pretty simple. Now, no one's talking to us, so we really can come in and take a look at that star, right? And the star, go get this out of the way, the VATSIM out of the way. Lamzo, right? And the bottom number on there is 7,000. I can put that in because we are in VNAV path. I can put in 7,000. The truth is, no one's really paying attention to us. We don't have approach, don't have tower. I could put in the FAF altitude and see what happens. Sometimes ground on this VATSIM, I notice they start controlling the air traffic. Let me see what the FAF altitude is for the approach. ILS to 6. Runway 6, ILS. ILS to 6, 2,000. Let's put in 2,000 over here. And we're in path. So this airplane should start its descent to cross in path 2,000 at the FAF, at which point we'll arm the approach. Land all the way to the end, right on Sierra 8, right on Sierra, left into Sierra 84 and call it a day. We're back into VATSIM. Transition level, they'll give it on ATIS. Let me see what it is on the climb out. On the climb out, transition altitude is 3,000. Well, that's low. So the ATIS may have the transition level. I think it's a little early to pick up the ATIS, but let's try. All right, we're toggled up. ATIS is in there. Still no ATC trying to contact us. Don't know what these places are over here. Hamburg ground is on here now, 21.8. No Hamburg ATIS. Yeah, so that's our plan. Pretty straightforward. I want to make sure that I have crash override on because it crashed on me at Amsterdam. General. Let me see. Sound, traffic, realism. Ignore crashes and damage. Yeah, let's do that. Because for whatever reason, it was crashing whenever I touched down or tried to beam in. All right, we got time for one more cinematic display. Let's do that. Not much to look at, but I bought this thing, so let's do it. So that I'm doing this over here. Just clicking on this. Cinematics. There we go. How's that? Brought to you by Father Time. So I'll leave a link to the Discord. We're trying to get that up and running with the help of one of our guys, Benchy. Just a conversation. Drop any pictures you want in there of your setup, your anything aviation related. Feel free to chat, follow the rules, you know that. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'll be great. If you've never been with me before, I'm a airline pilot. I fly for major U.S. airline. I retire in September, although there is a rumor they might change the retirement age to 67. So I'll be 65 in September. Been with the airlines 36 years, U.S. Air Force before that, Air Force Academy before that, and I hail from Rhode Island, Cumberland, Rhode Island originally. I started flight simming about 3 months ago. I think there's about 640 subscribers as of this morning. A lot of great guys. Everyone knows I appreciate any help you can give me. My subscribers have basically carried me this far. They got me into the VATSIM and the streaming live and all that. I just wasn't ready to stream live today because as you can probably tell, I'm kind of rusty. I've been trying to get my new rig, the Boeing yoke, honeycomb Bravo throttle set, and the pendulum rudder pedals, Thrustmaster, up and running, and had a heck of a time. Plus, I've been working. Like I say, I'm going to be. I leave Friday, fly a 4-day trip to Delhi, come home for 2 days, fly a 3-day trip to Milan, have 2 days off. The next day we go to Rhode Island for a week. So I'm going to be gone a lot. So I wanted to at least squeeze in one little VATSIM thing here. Hope you enjoy it. Still no ATC popping up. All we have for Amsterdam is 21.8. All right, enough of that. That was fun. So that's my close-up cockpit view, my landing cockpit view, my overhead panel for pre-flight. That's taxiing and playing with the lights, which has been real beneficial. I'm going to get my lights on now. We're about to start descending. So I can do the lights and taxi. So I solved that problem. I was having a tough time doing my lights and staying on the taxiway. So we're waiting now for, we got ATIS dialed up. Let me see something here, 3298. 3298, yeah, but 32975 is the best we're going to do. All right, so we wait. What do we have here? We've got the top of descent arm. We're in path. We're in path. We've got 2000 set in the window, which means that it should start its descent when? Right here. Top of descent, so about 40 miles. We're doing 8 miles a minute, so about 5 minutes it'll start its descent. To make all these restrictions, we'll monitor the whole thing. We definitely want to cross-check the altitudes on here, which I did already for the arrival. Make sure we hit all the restrictions. We are VATSIMing it, so right now there is no tower up, and when I left there was tower and ATIS and ground, so I thought it was going to be a good place to go, but today we'll be stuck with none of that. So I programmed the data link on the 8 cards. If you guys can tell me how to get this to work, I programmed everything properly, and nothing works with that. Data link sync. Will that work? I don't know. Invalid entry. I'll do it again. Invalid entry, okay. 8 cards menu. Data link menu, nothing. 8 cars. Data link sync, nothing. So it said data link clearance was available, but that didn't work. So what do we have set here? We have Common Freak, Unicom, and we have ground control. We have ATIS. We have toggled up on both of those, and so far no ATIS. But we're going to plan on landing 6, ILS clearing all the way down to Sierra 8, right on Sierra to Sierra 84. Anyway, I know I'm talking a lot about that stuff, but we kind of go over it like that going in, especially if it's a place we're unfamiliar. I just did a video yesterday on go-rounds, the 5 different go-rounds. You might want to check it out if you're interested. One of them's on a tower directed when you're at FAF altitude, way up at 3,000. It's a little tricky sometimes. Another one is you're down on short final, tower directed. Someone crosses the runway or doesn't get off the runway. Next one I think was a missed approach off a bounce landing, where you come in, get high, bounce it without the spoilers arm. You got to go around. That one's tricky. Autopilot, auto throttles off, and fly the landing attitude until you get some airspeed. Just keep an eye on this top of descent here. All hand flown. And then the next one, I dropped the ceiling down, did a Cat 3 missed approach for right on short final, 50 feet, started drifting. So we had to go around even though we were about to touch down. Runway was in sight. And then the next one, I failed my engine fire on downwind. We did a single engine mist, and then came around for a single engine Cat 3 approach. So if you're interested in our procedures for go-round, they're kind of the same for every fleet. What was that? Nope, just still got some Amsterdam ground. I always say Hamburg because it's Echo Hotel Alpha Mike, EHAM. Even when I'm flying, I kind of get into saying that. All right, so here we go. Let's get this range down a little. I'm expecting it to descent. If we wanted to lead it a little bit with inside 40 miles, we can actually go up to the path, or we could actually do a descent now. Let me go down into the box. VNAV. Descent. Descent now. Drag required. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, it went away. Lambso at or below 23 is our first restriction, so we're doing that, no problem. And what this will do is it'll come and descend on down until it intercepts the path, and then it'll go from VNAV speed to VNAV path. Right now it's just doing about a 1,200 foot per minute rate of descent. You can vary it by pushing the throttles up a little bit. So if you wanted, you could push the throttles up just a touch. Well, that's not good. I pushed the throttles, they went the other way. It happened yesterday too. And that would vary the rate of descent. So instead of doing 1,000, 1,200 is standard. You know why it's doing that, guys? Because it doesn't. Normally the real airplane programs in the descent, the transition altitude. We'll put that down at 5,000. That's why it's doing that. But normally the box figures it out. It doesn't give you that prompt like that. So if we wanted to bring the throttles up a little, you'll notice by doing that, I'll bring the throttles up a little more. You can vary the descent rate. So it'll come up and, because we're in that descent now, and do whatever you want. And when it catches up with the profile, it'll start down. So we can bring the throttles up to get just 500 feet per minute down like that, 600 feet, 1,000. And when it comes down to the path over here, it'll go from speed to path and start down. Just wanted to show you that. Would have been just as easy to simply, says FMC message, drag required, nah. But I can start speed intervening and slowing it down a little. So that we get to 10, it's no problem. And if you want to do that, then you come down here and the VNAV path, you put in 270. And that'll change your whole profile descent. I'm looking over Hamburg ground, no tower, no approach, no center, no ATIS. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe the ATIS is on there. Nope, no ATIS. I didn't go down far enough. Kind of curious as to why we're not getting the automated, since I have the ATIS frequency dialed in there, and we're only, what? 86 miles from the field. So we land without the Amsterdam. I keep saying Hamburg, don't I? No issue there. And now, if you can see, here comes the path. Airspeed's bleeding back to 270 because I reprogrammed the box. When it intercepts the path, the throttles will come back, and it'll go from VNAV speed to VNAV path. Don't know what the altimeter is at Amsterdam either. All right, it did not intercept the path, so we'll just flight level change it. We'll get it down there. Give it a little speed brake help. Matter of fact, I'll just descend at 250 since we have no adult supervision. So 250 set. And what I'll do is I'll get us back onto the path. And then I'll go back into VNAV, let it fly it down. Yeah, what I should have done, I wanted to demonstrate the descent now. What I should have done is left it just armed in path. And you could have seen how it worked well. All right, so descending on down to the path. All right, last chance. No tower, no approach, no center. Not the best VATSIM demonstration other than Manchester. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm going flight level change with speed brakes to get back on the path. Once I get there, which is right about now, I'll rearm VNAV right about now, and there's VNAV path, and I'll let it fly itself. And but I want to be at 250. Yeah, 250 at Sugal, so it should fly all this all the way down, and we'll intercept final. I don't know why I keep looking for a tower freak. All right, so we're coming up out of 10. And I'd say crew prepare for landing. There's no flight attendants. Kind of dark up here, huh? There we go. ILS to 6. All right, 30. All right. I'm going to go to ground frequency, guys. Actually, I better stay here. All right, so we're in path. We are going to runway 6. The altimeter is going to be 3023. We can preset that. Easiest way to do that is here. 3023, which of course is not how it normally would be. Not in inches, but hectopascals. 3023 is 1024 hectopascals. All right. So we'll have that set over here. 1024 set. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll say transition level was 7 since they're not giving us one. Let's get the altimeter set. 1024. 1024. 1024. This one needs to come up a little bit. All right, good. Here's our path. Still no tower, just ground. And how far out are we? Oh, look at this. Please contact me 2575. Okay. All right. 2575. We got a company here. 25. Ah. 2575. All right. And approach UPS 400 is out of 7 for 2000, requesting the ILS to 6, and we have the ATIS, sir.
Amsterdam Control, hello, Lufthansa 1 Hotel Romeo with you at flight level 350.
Lufthansa 1 Hotel Romeo, squawk 3136.
Squawk 3136, Lufthansa 1 Hotel Romeo.
UPS 400 is going to be ILS 06, descent 2000, QNH is 1021.
1021, we'll expect the ILS to 26, descend to 2000, to 06, descend to 2000, UPS 400.
UPS 400, that's correct, turn right, heading 160 for vectors for the ILS.
Right heading 160, UPS 100. 400.
Amsterdam radar, good morning. Easy 95 November with you, flight level 370.
Hello, C95 Alpha November, fly direct to Dobak.
Direct to Dobak, easy 95
Lufthansa 1 Hotel Romeo, identified, continue.
All right, guys, this ILS to 6. This intersection looks good. See how that looks on the box.
Lufthansa 1 Hotel Romeo, fly direct to Doden.
Fly direct to Doden, Lufthansa 1 Hotel Romeo.
Easy Niner 5 Alpha November, fly direct to Delta Hotel 857.
So here we are, guys. We're going heading 160, going to 2000.
Correct.
Let's get a little flaps going here. We're about, I was a little late to start that turn, wasn't I? We are about 20 miles from landing.
Amsterdam radar, Lufthansa 458, climbing through 5,000 for 6,000 with you.
Yeah, go flaps
Hello,
1.
Lufthansa 458, identified, climb level 250.
Flight level 250, Lufthansa 458.
So we're in flight level change, slowing to 226, got flaps 1. I'll give it a little more flaps and go to flaps 5. Let's make sure we get the spoilers armed. Make sure we have the brakes armed. Then number 3.
UPS 400, further right, heading 180.
Further right, heading 180, UPS 100. Yeah, I was a little slow to start that turn, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
This guy's pretty good. Usually on base leg in these European airports, they want about 210. So let's do that. And 1021. 1021 is the altimeter. 1021, 1021 is all set. 189 is our DH. Getting dark out here.
UPS 400, reduce the speed to 180 knots, please.
Slow to 180 knots, UPS 400. Let's go flaps 15. With below 215, that's flaps 20. Slow into 180, right to 180. Just having a tough time going down and slowing down, isn't it? Yeah, the reason I knew, they got a message to contact approach on this frequency, and we got ground set on the other side.
Amsterdam, goedendag. We're United 945, flight level 340.
Hello, United 945, flight direct to Ravlo.
Direct Ravlo, United 945.
UPS 400, left turn heading 090, cleared for the airline 06.
Left turn heading 090, clear the S06 for UPS 400.
Transavia 6609 with me.
We're here, holding point runway 36
left. Alright, 090.
Hello, Transavia 6609, you are cleared for takeoff 36 left to wind 040 with 8 knots.
Clear for takeoff 36 left, Transavia 6609.
And we are cleared for the ILS, so let's go back up here. And I will arm the approach. Approach is set.
2500.
Look outside. Nice, huh? All right, so here we are going down to 2. We're going to inset below the glide slope, no problem. Got loop armed, glide slope armed.
Type Cessna 152. In LD Airport, currently we're at taxiway Charlie. We would like to taxi to the active for some
11 miles out. ILS
November
identified.
152 to my test copied. Taxi to holding point Sierra 3, runway 05.
Low capture.
0.03 and 05. Number 15 over the.
I get the flaps to 20. I'm gonna get gear down so we can get down on this glide slope with no problem. Usually they want 160 till 5 DME in Europe. Looks like that's the runway out there. Remember, right-hand turn off to the cargo.
Transavia 6609, 1400, and we're on the runway 2 Victor.
Here it comes.
Transavia 6609 identified, direct Napro, climb level 250.
Direct Napro, flight level 250, Transavia 6609.
Lufthansa 458 for higher call Langen radar on, actually it's closing shortly, so you can climb now flight level 290.
Slowed it down to 160.
Flight level 290, Lufthansa 458.
Below 170, we can get the flaps to 30.
UPS 400, wind 0408 knots, runway 06, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 06, UPS 400. Clear to land. And 2000 was the misapproach altitude. And that's in the window. The misapproach altitude is set. Glide slope capture, low capture.
5034 cleared to Brindisi via the Woody 2 Alpha from runway 06, climb 3000, squawk 3135.
So 142 is a good final.
Clear to Brindisi via the Woody 2 Alpha from runway 26, initial climb 3000 and squawk 3135, yeah, 5034.
Make sure we get all the lights on.
Just to be sure it's runway 06.
Lights are all on. Clear to land. Checklist.
5034, read back is correct. Startup is approved. Report ready for taxi.
Amsterdam radar. KLM 342 with you, sir. Passing 277 for 200. After Sasky was planning to go Charlie Oscar Alpha.
KLM 342, hello. Squawk 1000, please.
Squawk 1000, 342.
November 15, 2 Hotel Mike, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05, line up and wait, number 15 Hotel Mike.
Hey guys, trying to get this let's see here. Let's get some storm lights on.
KLM 342, fly direct to river, expect ILS runway 06.
There
Direct
it is.
River, expect 06, 342.
At KLM 342, descent flight level 70 to be leveled over Red River.
It's having trouble finding the lights.
070 by river, 342.
Easy 3, correction, easy 95 Alpha November, contact break.
Man, it was definitely out of trim.
1 good.
One, 2, 3, 925.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
1 2 3 925 for easy 95 Alpha November.
November 15 Total Mike is going to be right hand circuit, 1000 feet, QNH 102 bound.
30, 20, 10.
Right hand traffic, 1000 feet, NH 102, 1 down to 15 Hotel Mike.
See if I get any rudder this time, guys.
Correct. Wind
Nope.
is 0108
Yeah,
knots.
something's going on with the rudder axis.
Runway 05.
Oh, we are in reverse.
Down to 15 Hotel Mike.
Okay, we'll let it roll out to the end. Go all the way down to Sierra 8, right on Sierra 8, right on Sierra. Gonna go flaps up. On the runway, you're not supposed to do anything. Let me go out here. Why isn't it going in? There it is. You're having a little trouble steering it. Probably something to do.
Bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, dank
Something to do with the.
Lufthansa 458, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, Lufthansa 55.
Transavia 6609, climb level 330.
Climb level 330, Transavia 6609.
We'll go down to the end. See if I can make this turn down here. I think the nose wheel steering is working on the ground. It's the a takeoff. It's in landing. Not getting any kind of rudder authority. All right, we'll try to make a right on Sierra, right on Sierra 8, right on Sierra.
Goedemiddag. De KLM 30 Mike, descending to flight level 260 to be level by Eelde, information Alpha on board.
Hello, KLM 30 Mike, Eelde 1 Alpha, expect ILS runway 06, descend level 150.
Here it is.
Descend level 150, Eelde 1 Alpha and ILS 06 for the KLM 30 Mike.
I try to do it with this view. All right, this is Sierra 8. Try to do a big right turn here. Yeah, it's turning. That's good. And right on Sierra. And then we'll park over in the cargo area. I'm going to try the... Oh, what's going on here? This overhead view. And I should go to ground, right? Amsterdam ground, UPS 400 is on Sierra for Sierra 84 parking. Maybe he left. Not showing up on my VATSIM thing here. All right, let's look at our Navigraph. Taxi. Ah, the heck with that, guys. All right, let's get the APU started. Nice taxiing. Yeah, they don't show, oh, I see. They left. They put a Natus up and ground. No, it's at 21.8. Now it's not turning again. Nothing's working. Yep. Kind of comes and goes. Yeah, I'm going to stop here and go to 21.8.
Amsterdam radar, hello. Fox 79 Charlie on taxiway Victor.
Fox 79 Charlie.
Yeah, ground, I'm sorry. UPS 400 on Sierra for Sierra 84 parking. I was on a 22.8 instead of 21.8. I'm sorry about that.
Yes, no worries, sir. We all make mistakes. Please taxi to gate Sierra 82. Sierra 82.
Sierra 82, UPS 400. Thank you. Sierra 82. All right, we'll see if we can find that. Should be interesting, huh?
On taxiway, on taxiway.
Let's see where we are, guys. Taxi. Taxi. Always an adventure.
UPS 400, you already passed. You stand Sierra 82. Take a stand of your at your own discretion.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. We'll park here. Sorry about that. Once again, we'll park here. Thank you. UPS 400.
Always.
There's no markings for the gate, so let's go back in here. Always a fun VATSIM taxi adventure with Captain Marvel. It's interesting. I thought this was about where 84 was. 82.
KLM 435 requesting pushback.
KLM 435 pushback and startup approved.
What do you think? I think this goes in the category of good enough. Nothing's working. My rudder pedals aren't turning. Okay. All right, so that's good enough. All right, so brakes apart. Seatbelt sign
Schiphol ground, good afternoon,
is
KLM
off.
25 Foxtrot, requesting clearance to Vienna as
APU is started.
KLM 25 Foxtrot, good afternoon. Clear to Vienna, Arnhem to Victor departure. Runway 36 left, initial climb, flight level 660, and the squawk is 1,000.
APU is running. Chop the engines.
Clear to Vienna, Arnhem to Foxtrot 36 left departure.
That's it.
Squawk 1000 and
Now we can go to the
flight
overhead.
level 60.
We can do our after landing
Almost
flow.
correct, sir. It's the Arnhem to Victor departure.
Arnhem to Victor, KLM 25 Foxtrot.
KLM 25 Foxtrot, readback is correct. Information Alpha current QNH 1020. Please contact when fully ready.
Roger, will report ready, KLM 25 Foxtrot.
I'm going to turn this off. So speaker, turn that off. Yeah, what happened was I thought I was at 21.8, but I had 22.8. I originally had 21.8 over there. Then when that approach guy came up who was not on, he popped up at the last second and had me contact him. I switched it over, but instead of having 21.8 over here that time, I had 22.8. So when I switched to radios, I was actually transmitting on common instead of 21.8. Then as far as the rudder pedals go, I'm not sure why I had no control on the runway, and there at the end, I got to work that out. I'm having all sorts of problems with the steering part of things. So anyway, let's get the rest of the checklist shut down. We'll do the secure checklist. Not making any excuses, just the fact of where I came into the problems that I came into. And go back up here, put the checklist on, back in here, checklist override, checklist override, checklist override, speed brakes landing, we did all that stuff, checklist override, shutdown, parking brake is set. They want it released, but we're going to leave it set. Normal procedures, checklist. ADARU off. So ADARU off, emergency lights off. We did that. PACs off. ADARU off. PACs off. Emergency lights are off. And should we get all our equipment over here? Let's do that. Let's go menu, action, ground connections, return, ground service vehicles, wheel chocks are set. We're going to get cargo, we'll get that going on. Forward galley, get that on. Let's do it all. Let's do it all. And then we'll come in here. We'll go this one, service vehicles, arriving. That's request cargo. Get all this UPS stuff off. Stairs. This one, action, doors. Next. Disarm, disarm, open. We'll open that door too. Get all sorts of stuff going on. Ground maintenance vehicles. Let's refill the hydraulics, oil. This PMDG, I find that sometimes it actually doesn't work because you failed stuff. I had some random failures in there for a while, and so I just service it after every time. Ground operations, maintenance, service vehicles, we did that. Cargo. Arriving. Let's look outside. Looks like we're getting everything off. Stairs are up. Doors open. All right. I guess I'll publish this. Why not, right? Kind of fun. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I'm back with all my new settings, my new throttles and everything. Feeling a little rusty. little bit overwhelmed there. That was kind of a tough one. But anyway, fun. I'm back. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm not going to be on much. I got a real busy schedule the next few weeks with work and other things, so and vacation. But thanks for everything, guys. Please remember to subscribe and don't forget to join us on Discord if you'd like. Okay. Once again, Father Time is out. See ya.